one. I call that the extension bracket, where it's just like, yeah, because like, yes, you have winners round one, but that's technically not round one.
Right,
that's the round one like before the actual real round one.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was kind of fake a little bit, but I mean, here we go. We got Tifa versus Fenrir. Fenrir actually, fun fact, used to be a part of the Boise scene, as far as I'm aware. But then ended up moving out here, wherever he's at now. And then, do you know anything about Tifa? Or?
I actually don't.
Okay,
I have no clue. I know we were just talking about this earlier too, because we're not native to this like area.
Right.
There are gonna be some people that we don't know, but I'm willing. Hey, I want to get surprised.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, one of my favorite things about these pools matches is being able to experience like new players with different play styles. Maybe potentially different characters and matchups that we're not used to seeing. Some of these mid tiers and stuff like that. Like, even right now, like we are seeing a Zelda. This is not a super popular character. Against the young Link, I can promise you that I've never seen this matchup before. So I'm interested to see what can happen.
You can only like think about the matchup, right? And that can only take you so far until you see it actually in practice. I have no idea how the matchup's gonna go.
No, exactly. Like, I mean, when I was commentating the pre-local, I got to see Pac-Man versus Meta Knight, and I'm just like, okay, like I didn't know anything about it before, but I can tell you right now, it has got awful for Meta Knight playing against Pac-Man.
And I feel like different regions will do this. They'll be like, okay, our region's the worst to play against. We have this many of X character in here. At PNW, hey, they've got some characters. You got Toon Links, you got Shulks, you got Pac-Mans. You got a Kirby in Oregon? Come on, like.
No, dude, I'm telling you, and like Boise itself is just as bad in Idaho, where it's like our #1 players are Steve, and then a Bayonetta, and then a Rob, and then a.
Hey,
like, it just
I
gets
get
worse
down
from
with that.
there.
Okay, Bayonetta experience is hard to come by.
True.
Yeah, so that's actually one of those like characters where you'd wanna like have that experience in.
Oh, for sure. Like, and we're kind of blessed to have, because they're #2 in the state right now, Bluka, who's like just 16. This is their second season. Is already #2 in the state. Exactly. So it's like, I mean, we're kind of blessed to have such a talented Bayonetta in our scene, so we can have that experience out of region. But it's like at the same time, if you were to look at our top 8 graphics, you're just like, hey, bro, I don't want to go there.
But
I mean, that's just the name of the game.
Every region says that. Every region will say that. They'll try to one up, saying, yeah, this is the worst region.
No, exactly, man. But like, here we are with the game 1 between Tifa and Fenrir. Right now, both these players relatively even. Only 20% on Tifa. Fenrir barely in the lead, man.
Yeah, last time I seen Fenrir play too, it was in doubles, and I did see Roy, but then they switched over to Zelda. So I'm assuming that Zelda is like, she's the one, right?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm assuming that's like the one true main, the one they've got the most time in on. But right now, I mean, they just took such a clean start, cleaning it up with a fire blast. I don't really know what that's called.
Din's Fire. I got you.
Okay, you got me on that?
Look, I'm a huge nerd, okay? I will remember the move names for as much as I can. There are a lot of specials that are just like, okay, I have no idea what the move is. Like, Ganondorf up B, like, what? I don't know. I have no idea what that's going to be called. But I can tell you everything else.
No, exactly. I understand that completely because I was commentating, I think, with like Polo. We were watching Viola versus, I think it was Rocky or JDB. Not sure, but they ran Mii Brawler, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's a character with so many
worst.
different movesets.
Yeah.
And I remember he's asking me, he was like, hey, yo, look. Yo, is that dead?
Oh.
Okay, no living. But I remember him asking me, and he was like, do you know the name of this like side special? And I was like, bro, I'm not going to lie. There's like 80 moves. No way.
Force Smash, yeah. That's it. Nice, clean.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, you think Young Link would do a little bit better in this matchup, but it can be kind of rough if you're not really just oppressing Zelda. Zelda really gets to run free, and when you have like so much extra space on the stage to run free as Zelda, like dash back, forward smash, dash back into even just charging Phantom is such a threat.
Yeah, no, exactly. And then it's like, you already know that it's super hard to combo Zelda with like the neutral B and everything.
Yes.
Does it actually reflect? I might be wrong on that.
It does.
It does. Okay, so it also reflects. So it's like, there is counterplay for Zelda, but like, I mean, just if you were to like look at a tier list, you would say, okay, maybe Young Link is a little bit better here. But Fenrir, obviously knowing the matchup, doing a great job controlling space and using that reflector to his advantage and taking game 1 pretty convincingly.
Yeah, it is all about like patience when you're playing Zelda too, right? There are some like hit confirms that you can do, maybe just like down tilt into fair, but it's not like mad consistent, right? It has to be certain situations where you can get a little bit more of a follow-up, but for the most part, see, it's a one piece or two.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and like you just saw, you really have to be very careful with your approaches onto Zelda because that's the neutral B will come out. Or as you can see, as I was about to say as well, Fenrir is not afraid to let that lightning kick rip.
Yeah, and Young Link is just tall enough where that can happen rising out of shield, right? Some characters actually have like the blessing of not being like tall enough to actually just get out of shield fair to bared by Zelda. Unfortunately, Young Link, short end of the stick, but still being short.
Not really one of those characters getting that first stock blown up by the lightning kick once again out of shield, man. And it's almost like one of those characters that have like an uppy out of shield, right? Where you really have to be careful with how you get in and be very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very elusive with your approaches and how you like work around their shield and everything.
Yes, yeah. It's a general spacing game, right? You want to, ideally, you would space everything to make it work, but there are sometimes there's just these hitboxes that you need to hit closer in order for it to provide you with the most amount of like either damage or combo ability, or maybe even just like if you want to cross someone up, like you have to like get in close.
No, exactly. I mean, so it's a dangerous game, and that's, you know, obviously that's a mix-up in and of itself, but right now, Fenrir is still in the lead here, throwing out these Phantom Knights are...
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Phantom's right. You got it. You got it.
I'm actually crazy on the mic, bro.
Yeah.
That was the most wild guess of my life, man. I'm not going to lie.
You don't even need to read the strategy book. Oh, yeah. Speaking of up specials out of shield, too, like Pharaoh's Wind is Zelda's. We'll just call it up special.
Okay.
It's actually still a pretty good move out of shield. Though I don't know if we're going to see it too much, especially when you could just do fair or back air out of shield. For Fenrir. Okay, hold on. Tifa's turning it up.
Oh, absolutely. Got Fenrir stuck at the ledge. Holding center stage right now, trying to command this space, but right now finding the advantage. Looking for the F smash. Barely going to get air dodge throughs.
Yeah, if she just held it a little bit longer, definitely would have been able to get the kill right here. But there's the back air. Okay, keeping the pressure on. Fenrir not able to find the kill right now. It feels like it's been a minute since Fenrir has been able to find any damage onto Tifa.
Yeah, no, and Tifa's absolutely turning up. We're starting to finally see the movement coming through. Being so tricky around that shield, but just going to get dash attacked, and that's going to be the second stock taken.
Yeah, when it comes to like being able to control his stage, it feels like Fenrir is just so much more comfortable with giving space, and like Tifa will also give Fenrir extra space too, right? So it's like, oh, even though Fenrir gives up space, Fenrir actually still is able to control his stage, especially with the Phantom.
No, absolutely. Just like always throwing the Phantom Knight out, just threatening that approach on itself, and then potentially mixing it up with like the dash grab into like confirms and stuff like that. But excellent way to take that second stock there, potentially keeping themselves alive in this game, man.
Nice, Nair's love right here. Stay away from the situation. Yes, do not approach me at all. Fenrir. Let's see a little bit more damage. Nice, the up air right there. You're kidding me.
And then the up special to just take it.
Why did you do that?
I mean, why does that work?
After an up air? That's not true at all. Why would you just throw it out there?
I mean, honestly, that was probably one of those things. It's like, all right, look, I have this advantage. I'm not going to die if I miss this. I just want to see if I can catch you sleeping a little bit.
The sleep checker right there.
Yeah, exactly.
And those are like the fun moments too. When you're at 20%, okay. Granted, I would only probably do that if that was my like second stock rather than my last stock. 20%, hey, we'll take it. Let's see. Was it a bomb pickup also? Oh,
no,
yes.
Just sent it. I mean, I guess that they just assumed that maybe they would just press a button, maybe catch an air dodge, maybe just like I said, the sleep check. But I mean, it just worked, and they took the stock and clean 2-0.
One thing to know is that if any of the links pull out the bomb, they just kind of lose all of their momentum.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so it's not like all, but they lose a fat amount of it. So if we see Young Link pull out a bomb, they still have to rely on double jump or like their drift is all right. I think that's pretty much what kind of sealed the deal. We saw the bomb